Hello friends, this is Sendil from Wings of Fire YouTube channel. I welcome to the yoga section, that is origin of yoga. Under yoga leads to Shaktiman. It is one of the hypothetical topic. Okay, we can see one by one. Just I will give one glance about the yoga origin, where it is came. But yoga is very vast subject. We can't normal human cannot able to understand the full yoga, but we can learn the basics and we can overview how yoga is. That is coming from like this. Origin is like this. Okay, I will give the general history to you. Okay, so we can start from the topic one by one. Here, this picture shows the one of the Siddha or Sagi or whatever yogi, whatever you can call it. His name is Tirumular. He was lived about 3000 years in ancient days. He wrote one of the books called Tirumandiram, Tiru plus Mandiram, Tirumandiram. This Tirumandiram is consist of 3000 sutras. Every year, that is, he lived 3000 years, I told no. So every year he wrote one sutra. So 3000 years he wrote 3000 sutra. These sutras combinedly called as Tirumandiram. In Tirumandiram he told about the yoga satra, how to do yogasana, principles of yoga and meditation and the medicines, Siddha medicines, everything. And finally Samadhi stage, how to join normal human to Shiva or Samadhi or universe, mixed with the universe. Our soul have to mix with the universe. No, this is a concept of a final concept of yoga. So those topics are combinedly told by him in Tirumandira. Okay, so actually normally we can hear about the Patanjali. So Patanjali and these Tirumular are both are same aged people, that is same age grouped people, or lived in same period. So we will start with the Patanjali. Yeah, we know already the father of yoga is Patanjali. So basically Patanjali, there is no evidence birthplace, but the place of Samadhi is Rameshwaram, and somebody told the place of birth is Sidambaram. The duration of life of this Sagi is 5 yugas. Here friends, one yuga is approximately equal to nearly 26,000 years. So imagine how is 5 yugas. So his Gurudev is Nandi. Nandi, you hear this word? No, Nandi is nothing but you can worship the Lord Shiva. Na? The Shiva, the behind one cow type, this one is there. Na? That is called Nandi. So Nandi is the one of the Siddha. Nandi also one of the Siddha or yogi. He is the guru of Patanjali and Tirumular. Actually, there are 8 yogis are there. For 8 yogis, Nandi is the guru. That 8 siddhas are main siddhas in Siddha community, and they learned yoga satra from Nandi. So, and apart from the 8 siddha, 18 siddhas are prescribed, that is mentioned in Tamil Puranas. In that 18 siddhas, these Patanjali and Tirumular are also included. These 18 siddhas, Agatyar is one of the old siddha, that is tell us Adi Mula Siddha, Adi Siddha. So he learned yoga directly from Lord Shiva. So they learned yoga and taught the yoga to their Sishyas. So the Siddhas and Yogis wrote the Yoga Sutras in ancient days. But so many Siddhas wrote the Yoga Sutras, but only Patanjali give the clear picture about the yogas. So nowadays all yoga schools present in modern world follows the Raja Yoga present by Patanjali only. So in all yoga school they teaching that Patanjali is the father of yoga, but so many Siddhas teaching the yoga in ancient days. So these somebody told the Tirumular, and Tirumular is the guru of the Patanjali. Some Puranas telling, but we didn't get proper evidence. some songs or mantras, we can understand that these Patanjali and Thirumolar lived in the same period. So that is our proof. So he is here mentioned he was initiation Nandi Devar. His works on Yoga Sutra. He attained Samadhi in Rameshwaram. He also known as father of yoga. Okay. So I told you 18 Siddhas. These are the 18 Siddhas. Here we can see the Patanjali. The Tamil name they called as Dhanvantari. This Patanjali yogi know both many languages, particularly Tamil and Sanskrit. In Yoga Sutra they wrote in Sanskrit only. From that we can learn Yoga Sutra, asanas, pranayamas, etc. So what is yoga? Yoga is nothing but join or to unite. This is called yoga. Yoga is a Sanskrit word. It means joining or to unite our soul to Paramatma. Yoga is originated nearly 5000 years BC, before Christ's birth. Yoga also mentioned in Rig Vedic also. Here also I mentioned Patanjali lived around 500-200 BC. And he wrote the yoga in the 8 limbs or 8-fold path. We can discuss one by one. So yoga is not only doing a physical exercise and breathing exercise. Yoga is a very big topic. Actually, there are so many types of yoga, particularly 8 divisions are there. That is Jnana Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Tantra Yoga, Karma, Giriya, Swara, Raja. The Jnana Yoga we can learn from the Vivekananda. Mantra we can normally doing mantras to worship the Lord. This is called Mantra Yoga. Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is another type of yoga. Tantras, Karma. Karma is learned from Bhagavad Gita. And Giriya, some of the this Giriya Yoga is teaching today modern world also, modern days also. Here the Tantra is a method of chanting, effect of mantra, how to practice or rule the mantra chanting. So based on the chanting we can reach the God. Karma Yoga already told from Bhagavad Gita. Swara Yoga is nothing but the breathing exercise. Raja Yoga is the combination of, that is I already told 8 steps are there in Raja Yoga. Today world many of the teaching school yoga schools practicing the Raja Yoga only. The Raja Yoga is also known as Hatha Yoga. And we can see all the 8 yogas, the ultimate aim is the final stage of Samadhi only. There is 8 paths to reach the Samadhi, that is Jnana Yoga, Mantra Yoga, whatever. The ultimate aim is Samadhi or reach the God, or we can mix our soul to universe or Shiva. This is the ultimate aim. Whatever path you can interest, you can choose it. So I already told Nandideva is guru of the 8 yogis. Here I mentioned the yogis names. So here the main particular yogis is Patanjali. I already told Thirumolar. So we can see these 2 peoples only. And also so many yogis are I mentioned: Siva Yogi, Sanat Kumara, Sanandana, Sanaka, so many peoples. So these 8 peoples directly learned yoga from Nandideva. Nandideva I told no, this is Nandideva. So this is one of the typical picture. Here Nandideva teaching Yoga Sutra. He is the guru of Thirumolar. He is Thirumolar. So for your reference I will include these slides. So okay, Raja Yoga is usually referred to the systems of yoga that is described in Yoga Sutra of Sage Patanjali. In ancient texts, Sage Patanjali describes 8 limbs of yoga. I already told. So the Raja Yoga is also called Ashtanga Yoga because they have the 8 limbs. No, this is called Ashtanga Yoga. So we can see one by one what is 8 limbs. So Yama, Niyamas, Asana, Pranayamas, Pratyahara, Dhyana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Moral support. First step is non-violence. Some basic moral codes have to follow by Sishyas, or we have to follow to reach the Samadhi stage. that is non-violence, non-lying, brahmacharya, etc. Second stage is purity, content, self-study, self-discipline, surrender. Then third step only asanas. The today world or current presently we are learning only asanas and pranayamas only, but we cannot follow these basic two steps. Simply we follow the asanas and the pranayama. So without following these benefit we can't able to get the benefits of asanas and the pranayama. 100% benefits only came we must follow these two basics: personal conduct and moral codes only. After that, pratyahara is sense withdrawal. Focus, dharana means focus on particular object. Meditation is very difficult. Once those people well versed in these steps, then only the meditation have to their control. After meditation, the final stage is samadhi. This is the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga or Raja Yoga. So Hatha Yoga already told, this is also Raja Yoga only. What is Ha means? Ha denotes the pranic or vital force, or Tha denotes the Siddha or mental force. These two are stated as Hatha Yoga. So more correctly, the techniques described in Hatha Yoga hormones and purify the body systems and focus the mind in preparation for more advanced chakra and Kundalini practices. Kundalini practices I will tell later. So you can remind the mind in Kundalini is a type of the yoga. This is the Kundalini practice is the common for all 8 yogas. I already told you 8 types of yoga. This all the yogis aim is to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. That is the ultimate aim of all the yogas. So one of the news we came to know, that is there are totally 84 lakhs yoga asanas are there. The Lord Shiva teaches to Nandidevar so Nandidevar teaches to their Shishyas. Like that we can hear from Puranas and Idihasas. It is unimaginable. Now today's there is we cannot practice 84 lakhs yogas. Only 150, 160 yogas we are practicing. Next one is pranayama. The pranayama, there are so many types of pranayama to control the breath. If one man can control their own body and the breath, he can control the Panchabhuta. This is the basic concept. The pranayama, there are so many steps that Digra, Dirga, Ujjaya, Kapalpati, Nadi Shuddhi, Shitali. Each pranayama have each individual benefits. Kapalpati, for example, Kapalpati clean our scalp. Nadi Shuddhi cleaning our 72,000 nadis which is already existing in human bodies. So I can't detailedly explain one by one. You can learn from proper Guruji. That is correct way to learn pranayama and yoga. So we can move to next. So pranayama, the basic thing is one yogi told that those human breathe 15 breaths per minute, he can live for 100 years. See, if you breathe, increasing the breath one by one, your life will be decreased by 7 years. So normally if you take tortoise can live more than 500 years also, due to the tortoise normally breathe 2 or 3 breaths per minute. So tortoise can living so many years. And if a man can breathe at 0, we cannot able to do this. Only yogis and siddhas only doing like that. No death. So 1000 years if you want to live, we can to breathe 1 breath per minute. That is unimaginable and hypothetical. We cannot be able to imagine. This is the truth, and if practiced properly, we can reach this living. So pranayama effects. Here normally we know we can measure the motor engine etc. when horsepower only. So why we can take horse? There are so many scientific stories are there. Here I will take the horse in pranayama, related horse to pranayama. Normally horse will riding, horse riding. So during horse running time, due to jump, the horse inhaled the air and kept it for some times. During horse in the sky, that is in top position, during jump, horse hold the breath for some times. During that time, the air is filled with nitrogen and oxygen. So horse is hold for sometimes no. So that period the oxygen goes to brain and all over the body through the nerves. The oxygen burns the carbohydrate and fat, so that the horse is more active and get more oxygen in to brain also. So horse is more active animal. So the power also, the body they increase the power due to this pranayama exercise. Once the horse jump and down reach the earth or touch the floor or touch the ground, he exhale the breath. So every time horse jumping and running, the horse is doing pranayama, that is breathing exercise only. So only horse is always active and more energetic. This is the simple concept we have extracted from pranayama. So normally human brain hand utilize this oxygen. We also learn pranayama. We can hold oxygen for that is inhale and hold the oxygen for some times. We also get more energy and our body will be purified and extra fats and carbohydrates will burn and calories will burn. This is the good advantage or benefits of pranayama. So I already told no, that is I explained here. 20% of oxygen it is utilized by brain. So there are four combination in pranayama, that is Purana, Kumbhaka, Reshaka, Sunya. Purana is nothing but these are the Sanskrit word. So Purana is nothing but inhalation and Kumbha is hold, after inhalation hold for some times is called Kumbha. Then exhalation is Reshaka and held out is called Sunya. Sorry, held out and after exhalation you can hold your lungs or breathe for without air, that is called Shunya. So here Om mantra. Om is nothing but one of the vibrant mantra A plus U plus M, Om. So the sound of Om when chanted vibrates at the frequency of 482 Hz. These 432 Hz, this frequency is matched with nature and all living beings. So only the yogis used this Om mantra always in their yoga practices. In our body there are three nadis are main vital nadi, that is one is Pingala nadi and Ida nadi and Shushmana nadi. Nothing but I will simply explain this very interesting to you. You know Lord Shiva and Shakti. We can worship, we are presently worshipping Lord Shiva and Shakti. So Lord Shiva and Shakti is nothing in Kailasa like that. In our body also Lord Shiva and Shakti is presented. So how can Lord, we can have the backbone end point, one chakra. We have 7 chakras are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chakras are there. In 7th last end chakra we can call it as Muladhara. In that one vibrant and powerful Shakti is presented. That Shakti is called Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini word is from Sanskrit word. It's also look like that Shaktis look like the serpent or snake. So it is called Kundalini. Some yoga practices are also called Kundalini Yoga. So the Shakti is, the ultimate aim of this yoga is, the Shakti is, we have to raise the Shakti and take up the Shakti one by one chakras to finally reach the Shiva. So we can join the Shakti to Shiva is the ultimate aim of the yoga. So for that Patanjali explained 8 steps. So one person can complete the 8 steps, he can reach the he can join the Shakti, Kundalini Shakti to Shiva. So Ida nadi is nothing but moon left nostril. That is, if you breathe for left nostril, it is called Ida nadi. If you breathe only in right nostril, it is called Pingala nadi. If you breathe only in right side, it is heat, that is called sun. If you breathe in left side, it is called moon, Idakala. If you breathe on both at a time, it is called Shushmana. It is very difficult. Only hilly areas and caves in mountain areas like that only this Shushmana nadi will work. So that Shagi and yogis do their yogas in those areas. During Sushmana Nadi period, no one can disturb these yogis. So if you disturb, they get more angry and they will give Saba to us. So we can learn so many stories in Puranas, Idigas. Yogis or give Saba to someone. So that Saba will be truly activated because due to Sushmana period, whatever words we can put it out, it will truly happen. That is the specialty of Sushma Nadi. The Sushma Nadi, the Kundalini Shakti only flows through Sushma Nadi only. So this is the basic concept of Idagala, Pingala and Sushmana. So Mooladhara, 7 chakras I told: Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipuraga, Anadaga, Vishuddha, Archana, Sagaskara. Sagaskara is the 1000 lotus type chakra. Each chakra has so many benefits, and presently the modern world using this chakra treatment also for healing the so many diseases. So I told no, ultimate aim of the yoga is joining the Shiva and Shakti. This is called that we can worship as Ardhanadiswarar. This is the concept of Kundalini yoga. So Ida, Shiva is meant for sun and Shakti is meant for moon. So these two nadis is present in our body in separate. If they joined one thing, they called Sushmana Nadi. Okay. So earlier days the yogis and Siddhas doing yoga since jungle. So they learned every asanas from nature and also from animals. The animals easily expressed their emotion. So each animals have individual speciality. So yogas also resembles those animals. So for example, you can cobra position, Bhujangasana, like that, camel pose, Ustasana, like that. Okay. So for example, normal human can pranayama effect. For example, normal human can while sitting. They will breathe 12 breath per minute, walking 25 breath, sleeping 32, angry is 64. So for due to angry, we can breathe 64 times. So this is the reason our life will be decreasing due to angry. We get blood pressure, etc. And this is Tanda. This is used by the yogis in ancient days. Why they using this Tanda is to control the breath. If you put Tanda in right side hand, you will breathe in left side. If you put in left side, you can breathe in right side, so that they control their breath. So yogis can know if you breathe in left side, some effect is there, right side some effect is there, based on the day's time. And they have also well versed in astronomy also. So which time you have to breathe and which time you have to breathe in left side. So no they will very well know, well versed. So this Tanda is used for that purpose only. For your information, I just mentioned here. Here I already told our body is made up of Panchabhuta. The chakras, so first and second chakra, this is backbone of our body. So the chakras are inscribed like this only. So first two chakras is called earth and waters, and third and fourth chakra is air and fire, and the fifth chakra is called space. So Panchabhuta is clearly mentioned here. So one human can awaken the Kundalini Shakti. This Panchabhuta is under his control. So this is for your glands. So Kundalini Shakti is a resemblance of one of the serpent that is called snake. So I symbolically represented this. This is the 1000 lotus, the final chakra, Sakaskara. So these are the benefits of yoga and disadvantage of gym. I will just elaborate it. Yoga is used for both internally and external body, but gym is only worked out for physics only. During after olden days, the gym body humans are lose their body shape, and also they have heart attack, blood pressure, everything will come for exercise practitioners. The recent research told that yoga is best compared to gym. So these are some of the disadvantages exercise and yoga. Breathing activities erratic. Here regulated breathing is we get. outward muscles are exercised. Here both internal and external muscles are exercised. Body became stiff due to unnatural pressure. The bodies become supple and elastic increased. The main advantage of yoga is increase your elasticity of your body. Here the stiffness will be increased. The stiffness in civil engineering point of view, stiffness is very danger. The elasticity is always good for strength purpose. Okay, this is one of the typical topic. We already know in childhood days we saw the serial wrote and directed by Mukesh Khanna in Doordarshan, Shaktiman. In that they mentioned, or before that I will mention some eight main powers. One person can reach their Kundalini Shakti and rise their Kundalini Shakti and get it to Sakaskara, that is 7th chakra. Those person get 8 Astama Shakti, that is called Mahima, Anyamya, Garima, Lahima, Prabhiva, Pragyara, Ishiva, Vasa. What is the meaning is, I will explain here. Those person, if you want this smaller, they will be very small like atom or like nucleus also. Became larger than larger like Mount Everest also. They became ability to become very heavy in weight by will. Or they can transfer their soul to one person to another person. They can fly like a bird. They can take any avatar, whatever animals or persons. So this Astama Shakti is only get it through yoga only, and those who practice the moral practice of everything, that person only get these Shaktis. This basic concept is extracted and wrote and directed by Shaktiman in those period. Actually this Shaktiman serial, the concept is he explained the Panchabhuta is controlled by Shaktiman. Panchabhuta, our body is made up of Panchabhuta. And also he frequently telling in those that serial that Kundalini Shakti, regarding Kundalini Shakti. Just for your remembrance purpose I will show this. So in real life we can also become a Shaktiman if you do the yoga, but we cannot not able to do this. This is heroism. This is the imaginary character. But reality is, if want to become a real Shaktiman, yoga man, we can goes to yoga man only. If you do yoga properly, you can become a yoga man, not Shaktiman. But we can do this Astama Shakti. We can get this Astama Shakti. So just I explain this concept briefly. Finally, thank you friends watching my video. Please subscribe it, like it and share it. And if you made any mistake, please ignore and take the only concept only. So here I mentioned the picture of PKS Iyengar. He is one of the yoga icon of India in ancient days. For a PKS Iyengar school is still running. In that they practicing yoga as Gurula type. If you want to see the website, you can get more details regarding PKS Iyengar school. Thank you once again.